So homeless people in Empolweni are receiving temporary shelter from the Gift of the Givers this afternoon. The organization is stepping in after 30 shacks were demolished by city authorities. On that story for us is ENCA's reporter Monique Mortlock, who joins us now live from Empolweni. Monique, good afternoon to you. So the people there that are being assisted were evicted or even removed from their, residence. How are they doing right now? Have they moved to temporary shelters?
No, Clement, as you can see behind me, we still have many people staying on this property. All around me, people are either sitting under umbrellas or they're just standing around, and according to community leaders, they've been sleeping here out in the open for the last couple of days since the demolitions of those shacks happened about a week ago. If you can see in the background, we also see the Gift of the Givers truck. They arrived here shortly after we did, and they've been unloading those tents that they are giving to the residents who are staying on the site. And those tents are 4x4 in size. And just to explain a bit more about this donation, I will be speaking to the Gift of the Givers. Ali Sibley, tell us just a little bit more about what the tents comprise. What are these kits that you are handing out today?
Okay, this is our emergency disaster tents. These we use normally in the disasters all over the world. It was used in the floods in Mozambique as well. As we know, the Minister of Human Settlements and Water and Sanitation, Mrs. Lindiwe Sisulu, visited the site last night. And our main concern was when she saw all the kids and the elderly sitting around. They've been sitting outside sleeping outside for the last 8 days. She then asked us for our assistance. And in less than 12 hours, our chairman, Dr. Imtia Suleiman, dispatched this tents here today, which we brought here today for the people. These tents, we will loan them until the City of Cape Town provides them with the structures which was ordered by the court. The tents of 4x4 meters can accommodate a family of 6. That was our main concern, just to get the elderly and the young kids, especially during this COVID-19 lockdown, under a shelter.
And how many tents are there exactly? I see quite a number there in the distance. Okay,
we have 100 tents here. So it can come 100 tents with accommodating 6 each can accommodate 600 people. So we spoke to the community, as we prefer if for during this COVID-19 awareness, if families can share the tents to prevent any spread, for social distancing as well. And besides that, Gift of the Givers provides a hot meal for the residents every day. We've already gave them 600 blankets, and we've given them some water as well. But the city has provided some toilets today, and I believe the water tankers will be here to fill up the Jojo tanks as well.
We certainly hope some of those other services will be helping. But thank you so much for chatting us, Ali, from Gift of the Givers. And I don't know if you probably can't see it, but just behind my camera person, I do see the portable toilets. I see 3 on that side, 2 on that side. So it seems to be 5 on the site. And as you mentioned earlier, these tents will be offering shelter, temporary shelter for about 6 people per tent. But in them erecting those tents, they will obviously need to try to create some sort of distancing between the tent structures according to those lockdown regulation rules. But we know, we've seen this in informal settlements, in townships. It's easier said than done to create that distance needed to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So it will be interesting to see what happens from today onwards in these tents being erected. When I spoke to a community leader earlier, and I was really hoping to speak to him, but it seems he was a bit busy. He had to run away. He told me earlier that they are hoping that Minister Sisulu returns today because there are some things that they discussed with her in last night's meeting, like the provision of services like running water, electricity, and this is something that they will need, that they want her help in getting from the City of Cape Town.
All right, Monique Mortlock, thank you so much for your time.